One of the People's National Party's Vice President, Damian Crawford, had quite a light-hearted moment recently. He exclaimed, "It's not me," in reference to a video of a man having his locks trimmed. It seems the man has quite a resemblance of Damian Crawford. As many Jamaicans would say, Jah would never give the power to a bald head. Run, come crucify the dread. Time alone, time will tell. This People's National Party's Vice President, Damian Crawford, is quite controversial. And of course, in response to the video that has been circulating across social media recently of a man who looks similarly to Damian Crawford, the former Member of Parliament says that it's not him. The man in the video is getting his locks cut by a brown-skinned woman with well-done fingernails and a beautiful pair of blue scissors. The former Member of Parliament for East Rural St. Andrew went on to state that it's not me. That video is not of me, as I know Jah will never give the power to a bald head. Crawford said that he has been overwhelmed with calls from hundreds of persons who were concerned that he had removed his legendary locks and thereby giving in to the system, which may dictate a more conventional look to make it into mainstream politics. Damian Crawford went on to state that some persons were quite taken aback at first and were mightily relieved that the video was not of him. In the video circulating across social media, a young lady is seen removing the last strand of Rastafarian locks from a man that is seated on the ground, while another person off camera cheers on the new image of the man. Of course, it was also mentioned that there is no joke at the moment, no disrespect to Selassie. There are many strands of hair as forms of political expression, and in the 1930s, the Rastafari, also spelled Rastafari, religious and political movement was established in Jamaica and was subsequently adopted by many groups across the world. The movement, along with adopting a healthy lifestyle, includes the wearing of long hair locked in its natural uncombed state, called dreadlocks, and dressing predominantly in the colors of red, green, gold, and black. And in the 1960s, the Afro image came to symbolize the civil rights movement as an important symbol of the movement, and its black is beautiful ethos and morals and principles. Then in the 1980s, there was a rise with spiked mohawks spearheaded the anti-establishment aesthetics. But in modern-day Jamaica, the land of reggae, Rasta or dreadlocks remains king of the hair evolution. Why would I trim when I have a duty to prove that I don't have to cut my hair to win, and our people do not have to lighten their skin to reach? In some regions of the world, a few Rastafarians have done well in representational politics, as Nandor Stephen Tanscos, a New Zealand social ecologist, researcher and educator who was a member of the New Zealand Parliament from 1999 to 2008 and represented the Green Party as a member of Parliament, is one notable Rastafarian amongst the lot. So Crawford's assertion that he would not cut his hair to win is certainly not unfounded. When asked in relation to people can look like you so often, Crawford, the quiet and quick-witted political expert known for his sharp responses, said, "My father should answer that." In further news, it is quite sad the family of Kerry and Collins had to say farewell to her. Kerry Ann Collins was all of 25 years old, and she passed away after enduring some severe issues from a conflagration which occurred at her Kingston-based home on Saturday. She passed away, but on Saturday she was remembered as their light, the center of their world, and as a tower of strength. The family members made these comments about Kerry Ann during the Thanksgiving service held at Palm Court Block C on Spanish Town Road, where Kerry Ann lived prior to her passing. During the service, family members and close associates were overwhelmed by grief. Whilst reflecting on the life of the Kingston resident, who, while she was alive, was always willing to go the extra mile to make those around her happy. And whilst they were remembering Kerry, relatives also used the opportunity to urge Minister of Health and Wellness Christopher Tufton to work on improving the country's current health system. They exclaimed, "Dr. Christopher Tufton, please check on the health system and ensure the doctors receive the resources that they are in need of." They mentioned that their sister Kerry may still be alive if there was a proper conflagration unit in the country. Family members are distraught at the situation. Family members report that Miss Collins was at home on November 27, 2020, preparing a meal when the stove that she was using fell apart suddenly. She was hospitalized, where she tried very hard for almost 3 weeks after receiving third-degree conflagration to most of her parts. Her troubles ended on Wednesday, December 9, 2020. Before she left this earth, her condition was highlighted in the media, and there was an outpouring of understanding from members of the public, several of whom made donations towards her medical care. Relatives have said that Collins was scheduled to leave the island the day that she passed away. She was heading to the doctor's hospital in the United States, where it was planned for them to stabilize her condition in preparation for skin grafting and plastic surgery at Kendall Memorial Hospital in Florida. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about all of these situations that have been discussed in this session. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.